Hello kids, how are you all? Hope you all are fit and fine and having great time with your family, keeping yourself quarantined and safe from corona. Now, I'm over here to start with our English class session 2. So let's start.
Okay children, now let's have a quick recap. A little bird was injured and was alone in the forest. It needed help. The birds, the oak and the willow tree did not extend their support to the bird. The spruce tree, the pine tree and the juniper tree offered help to the injured bird. Okay children? Okay children, now today we are going to start with our textual exercises. So let's see which is the first one. Let's read the heading. Arrange these sentences in the correct order as they occur in the story. So first, let's read the sentences and then we will arrange them. The first one, the birch tree refuses to help the little bird. Second, the oak tree asks the little bird to live because it did not want the bird to eat its acorns. Third, the gentle spruce tree calls the little bird to rest in her branches. Fourth, the cold north wind blows all the green leaves away. Fifth, the little bird has hurt its wing and it cannot fly. Sixth, the trees that help the bird remain green. Seventh, the bird approaches the willow tree and asks for help. Eighth, the frost king tells the north wind to spare the leaves of the trees that have been kind to the little bird. Okay children, now these all are jumbled sentences. We are supposed to arrange them as they occur in the story. So now let's start with the answers. Okay children, now let's read the answers. First, a little bird has hurt its wing and it cannot fly. Second, the birch tree refuses to help the little bird. Third, the oak tree asks the little bird to live because it did not want the bird to eat its acorns. Fourth, the bird approaches the willow tree and asks for help. Fifth, the gentle spruce tree calls the little bird to rest in her branches. Sixth, the cold north wind blows all the green leaves away. Seventh, the frost king tells the north wind to spare the leaves of the trees that have been kind to the little bird. Eighth, the trees that help the bird remain green. Okay students, now I hope you all have understood answers well. Now let's move on to the next exercise. Okay children, now the next is answer these questions. Now let's quickly discuss the question answers. The first one, why could the little bird not fly with the other birds? Answer, the little bird could not fly with the other birds because its wing was broken and so it could not keep up, that means fly, with other birds to warmer places during winter. Second one, what reason did the trees give when they refused to help the bird? Answer, the birds refused, saying she already had her own forest birds to live inside her branches, so she cannot help the bird. The oak tree refused to help the bird by saying winters are long way off. Till then, the bird might destroy the oak tree and its acorns. The willow tree refused to help the bird by saying they do not talk to strangers. Okay children, now the third one. How did the pine tree and the juniper tree help the bird? Answer, the pine tree offered help to the bird by protecting it from the icy cold north wind that was blowing in the forest during the winters. And The juniper tree provided some berries to eat. Now the fourth one. What did the Frost King tell the North Wind? The Frost King asked the North Wind to spare the leaves of spruce, pine and juniper trees as they had been kind to the little bird with broken wings. Okay children, I hope you all have understood the answers well. Now the next one is match the characters from the story in column A to their qualities in column B. The first one has been done for you. Okay students, so now here we are going to match the character with its quality. The first one they have done for you. See, they have joined Willow with proud. So how was Willow? Willow was proud, isn't it? Now the next is Oak. Oak was strong. Third, Birch. Match Birch with beautiful. Next is Bird. How was the bird? Little. Next, Spruce. Spruce was kind-hearted, isn't it? Next is Juniper. Juniper, generous. Why generous? Generous means showing a readiness to give more of something. That means it offered the help on its own. The next, that is the last one, is Pine. Pine was friendly, isn't it children? I hope you all have understood well. Now, the next is think and answer. Read the sentences and answer the questions. A. We of the great forest have our own birds to help. I can do nothing for you. See children, now based on the sentence which they have given you, we are supposed to answer the questions which they have given below. Isn't it? So let's read the first question. Who said this and to whom? Okay, who said this to whom? Can you remember? Yes, Birch tree said to the little bird. Now let's read the next question. What had happened before this? A little bird was injured and needed help of the trees to allow her to stay in their branches as winter was arriving and it could not fly with the other birds to the south. Now let's read the third one. What does this tell you about the speaker? Now who is the speaker over here? Birch tree, isn't it? So it tells us that the speaker was not interested in helping the little bird. Now B. I can give you berries all winter long and every bird knows that juniper berries are good. Okay, now the first question, who said this to whom? Who said this? Juniper tree said this to the little bird. Now the next question, what would the listener do with the berries? Now who is the listener? The little bird. The listener was a bird who eats berries. So, the listener will eat the berries. Now, the third one. What does this tell you about the speaker? It tells us that the speaker showed generosity towards the bird by offering food to eat. Is that clear everyone? Now let's move on to the next exercise. Now the next is, how many words can you think of related to the forest? Work with your partner and complete the mind map. Now what do we mean by mind map? A mind map is a diagram for representing words arranged around a central subject. So what is the subject over here? Forest. Isn't it children? So we are supposed to write the words related to the forest. Now they have already written animals, trees. Next we can write birds, hunters, forest officer, shrubs, herbs, grass, clean air. Isn't it? Types of trees. Read the description for some common trees here. First, banyan tree. The banyan tree is a huge tree which may be spread over a large area. Yes, banyan is a huge tree. The most distinctive feature, that is different feature of this tree, is that its branches send out shoots that grow towards the ground. Now let's see the pic of banyan tree. Can you see its branches? They are sending out shoots moving towards the ground. Isn't it children? I hope you all have understood well. Okay children, now the next is Gulmohar. The gulmohar is known for its strikingly beautiful red flowers. Strikingly means dark red color flowers which attracts us towards the tree. Okay? The tree is covered in full bloom between the months of April and June. So we can see flowers on this tree between the month of April and June. It is also called the flame tree because of the color of its flowers. What is the color of flame? Yellow and red. The leaves have a feather-like appearance. Okay children, now these are the pics of gulmohar tree. Yes, the leaves, they do have feather-like appearance. And can you see the color of the leaves? What's the color? It is yellow and red. So it is called as flame tree. The next is neem. The neem tree is an evergreen tree that grows very fast. All parts of the neem tree are used for medical purposes, especially in skincare products. Yes, do you all remember? Neem oil, neem soap, isn't it? Now do you all know we have a neem tree in our school? Yes. Now let's read the next. The leaves are thin and have ridges or irregular edges. The fruit is small and round and green in color. Okay children, now let's see the pic of neem tree. Now can you see the leaves? They are different from other leaves. Irregular edges. That means they are not even or balanced in shape or arrangements. Isn't it children? Can you all see? Next, sandalwood. Now do you all know the meaning of sandal? What do we mean by the word sandal? Yes, it's chandan. So what do we get from sandalwood tree? We get a chandan powder. Now I hope you all know that it has a sweet and strong fragrance. So many products are prepared from sandalwood. For example, incense stick, that means agarbatti, your dhoop sticks, soaps, perfumes, room fresheners. Isn't it children? I hope you all are getting my point clear in your mind. Now let's read the next. The wood is heavy and is yellowish in color. Yes, what is the color of chandan powder? Sandalwood powder? Yellow, isn't it? It retains its aroma, that is the fragrance, for years. The tree bears tiny dark red flowers. Okay children, now let's see the pic of sandalwood tree. Yes, can you see the yellow wood? Lovely. Now let's read the next. Coconut. The coconut palm is a long tree that can grow up to 30 meters in height. What is the height of coconut tree? 30 meters. It grows along the coastal areas. Means they are normally found near our seashores or along the seashores. For example, Goa, Kerala. Isn't it children? The leaves and fruit of the tree grow at the top. That means where can you find coconut and the leaves? At the top of the tree, isn't it? And the trunk does not have branch out in between. Yes or no? It gives an appearance of an umbrella. Yes, very true. Okay children, now let's see the pic of coconut tree. Isn't it children? Can you see the leaves and fruit are at the top and the trunk does not have branch out in between? And isn't it looking like an umbrella? Yes. Lovely. Okay children, I hope you all have understood the description well. Okay children, so we end our today's session over here. But I have a task for you all. Please complete the given task. How many words can you think of related to garden or zoo? Prepare a mind map. Bye everyone. Meet you all in the next session.